Yes.
Pasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Construction on the massive multi-billion-dollar rail tunnel connecting New Jersey to Manhattan could be paused February 6th. Unless the federal government releases funding for it in October, President Trump announced he was terminating the Gateway project, citing its $15 billion price tag at a Gateway loan board meeting today. U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer of New York urged the president to put Gateway back on track, and he accused Trump of playing political games. The race football news starting with out in just a couple months. Super Bowl is under 2 weeks away. Budweiser giving fans a look at their ads that they aired during the big game.
קשה לעכל כזו כמות של אוכל, קשה לעכל את זה. אני גם חושב שהגיוני, אני לא יודע. את האמת אני לא מבין, תוך כמה זמן הוא משלשל אם נגיד הוא לוקח את זה.
Budweiser's 150th anniversary and America's 250th birthday. NBC announced back in September it sold its Super Bowl ad inventory out earlier today.
הוא לוקח משלשל, אז זהו, אחי, הוא משלשל את כל האוכל ונגמר, אחי, זהו, כל השתלשל קצת זה כבר מתעכל אחרי 8 שעות, מה קרה לך? טוב, אין, 8 שעות זה כבר עבר עיכוב, איפה אתה חי? 8 שעות אוכל בתוך הגוף, מה קרה? זה לא שאריות.
Drive northwest on West 23rd Street, then turn right onto 8th Avenue.
סתימה, מה קורה לה? סתימה. אם יש סתימה, לא בטוח שיש סתימה. אבל אם יש סתימה, יכול לסתום את האסלה. משימה שלישית. תעזרו לי, משימה שלישית, תעזרו לי. משימה שלישית. שייק, 5 מוצבים. Mountain Time every day, and she teaches all kinds of great stuff. A lot of my info I teach I got from her, and she's the best. And her lives are rock.
Turn right onto 8th Avenue.
Lupe, thank you for the follow. OG Janet's connecting in the chat. Keep it up, you guys. All that stuff helps. The taps, the comments in the chat, the gifts, everything helps keep this live moving and grooving. And the more it's moving and grooving, the more people will come in. So come on in. It's a loop. What's a loop? Thank you for the repost, Lupe. Yeah, I slept in this morning. I was thinking, forget about it. I just need some sleep, so I slept until 6:30. Chosen, welcome in. I'm a loop. Okay. Thank you for the finger hearts. I was so mad the other day. I went live and you guys were gifting, and it said I had nothing afterwards, and I thought, but they adjusted it. So Felix hit a level 3. That's amazing. I'm so happy for her, and I am so happy for my sister Mama Melvin.
Continue for for 2 miles.
On this app as well. She's the one that makes cookies and dances, and she's really fun. You're doing a live event February 7th. Awesome. That's wonderful. Brady, thank you for being here. Lupe, we're connecting in the chat. You guys, the best way you can get seen in this room is to keep your name flowing in the chat. So yourself in this messy box here and start connecting with everyone over here. The more you guys do that, if you're engaging, they will scoop you up as well. JD's leveling up in here. Thank you so much. Rick, I don't know what you're talking about. Dylan, come on in, come on in. Thank you for sharing out the live. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? It's probably me. I love cookies. I've been trying to be on a diet and it's been a hopeless joke.
I believe in private gun ownership, basically because you need these guns. The government gets out of line. Now we're not there yet, but down the road, right? That's what our founding fathers.
My body can't keep up with my snacking, so I need to do much more working out for the amount of chewing I do. Yeah, go with us, Auntie. I know, I'm so excited. I can't wait to go. I will miss going live though. I wonder what's gonna happen. If I will like lose a bunch of fragments or all that, I don't know. So hopefully my sister and I will go live a little bit while we're there so we can maintain our levels. Juju, thank you for the Go Pops. Man, there's some weirdos in here today. Hold on. Go live a few times. Yes, I'm gonna try to. I just don't want to spend my whole vacation on live. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But thank you guys for all the gifts. I appreciate you. I am so frustrated that the gallery resets every Sunday. I was so close. I had everything but my DJ kitty cats, and then boo hiss. I missed it. Hi Brian, welcome in. I have not posted any videos since the glitch. I have gone live, but I was gonna make some videos today. So we'll see. I have posted a few like old ones to my story that are getting views, but I haven't posted any new ones. But I need to. I used to go to the Mexico all the time. That's amazing. I love Mexico. It's my favorite place. My afternoon is going great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for scooping up your dailies and getting in the messy box. You guys are cool. I just tapped you to 10K. I'm not up to 10K yet. I'm at
Drive northeast on 8th Avenue for 1.5 miles.
Did you guys know I can actually click on your names and we can see all of the tabs? Actually, Sam, it says you have 0 tabs and 2 comments. We can click on your names now. Like Jamie, I can go to Jamie and it says she's tapped 349 times, 4 shares, and 14 comments. So we can actually go in and see all that fun stuff. So I think that's fun. And you, Chosen, you have done 6 taps, 4 shares, and 7 comments, it says. Now, obviously, it could be glitchy because of TikTok's been on threads, so I don't say that that's the end all be all. I shared 4 shares to reach over 20 people. You're amazing. Maybe it's glitchy. I don't know. I just appreciate you guys all being here with me and tapping it out and hanging out. I had to go live a little bit today because I had those 2 samples. I don't know what's going to happen with the one I did, but I had 2 that I didn't necessarily want to make videos on, but I had, you know how it goes, you want to clear them. So I had to get on here. I got my son these little walkie-talkies, and actually they are really cool. You know, they're not your typical walkie-talkies you get at like a store that have all the. So my kids can go, one can be outside, one can be inside, and they have a really good fun time doing it. So they're $11.54, and I think they're worth it. My son plays with them every single day.
Stop.
He's been taking them to school.
Stop. In New Jersey, they speeding up in New
You're
Jersey.
awesome.
But in New York, stop. Because you see the people start
Working for you
walking.
will be my pleasure. Well, thanks, Chosen. I appreciate it. Come on in. Hang out
Are you
with
from
us.
New Jersey?
I don't know what some of these comments are.
You know what is this? If you have a TikTok, this making 1,000 click. It do the clicking in TikTok.
I don't know.
You know on TikTok, you need to click. It does the click.
I don't want to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and have it be slow and then have it be glitchy and I don't in office, I'm always like tuning in from my couch or what's up, road work, or tuning in from Rivet. What you guys can't see is my bed has no sheets on it, and I have stuck the laundry behind me because I've been doing laundry. Ben, thank you for the roses. I've been doing laundry and hanging out with hubby and road work with the daily. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm glad TikTok is starting to work again. I was like, come on now. My sister said she went live and had like one of her best lives ever, and it didn't give her any credit, so she was really worried about that. I like the butterfly one, Jamie. Jamie is my sourdough making friend, you guys. If you like to watch baking and bread making, go follow Jamie. She's a lot of fun. I haven't tuned into your lives lately. I need to. I've been so busy. But I'll get there, I promise. Oh, man. I also got charged $20 today for a 5-minute, the room was nuts. Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. Not me. I wish. They called it a telehealth appointment this morning, but it was literally my doctor calling in my lab results for my thyroid, and they charged me $25 for it. I was like, this is such a ripoff. Thank you for the ice cream cones. I couldn't believe that. Like, $20 to call and tell me what my numbers are, and the doctor called me 45 minutes late. Our appointment was at 9 o'clock, and he didn't call me.
Drive northeast on 8th Avenue for 1 mile.
Okay. I know. Drives me crazy. I just thought it was nonsense. They already charged me $100 for the lab work, and now they gotta charge me for a 5-minute phone call telling me what it is. Making tacos, getting ready for basketball practice. I thought you weren't feeling good enough, buddy. Are you feeling better now? I love tacos. You guys put Phoenix on the prayer chain. He's battling leukemia, and they say the chemo's not working too much, so put him on your prayer chain if you're able to. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I'll get over it. I just had to come on here and talk about it, I guess. Big bag, thank you very much. Then sure, I can check you out. It says you've sent 871 taps and one comment, and you have watched for over 5 minutes. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sam, it says you are over 5 minutes. So thank you guys. That's very nice of you. Okay, and I was the only one in there. And by the time we got done, my little hands were like so tired. I need to get my tapper charged up and try out the tapper. If you guys are looking for a tapper, I have one in my showcase. I think they're pretty neat. I have to keep going to stay active or I'll go crazy. Yeah, I feel you on that. I stay at home with my kids, and when I have absolutely nothing to do for days on end and my every day is the same day, it's just like, oh, come on. But then again, there are days I just want to couch rot and watch Criminal Minds and eat treats and have nobody but me. So, just depends on the day. Oh man. I have a whole bunch of samples I ordered coming. I hope they come before Mexico, or I'm gonna be, when appreciate you. Thank you for the ice cream cone. A lot of those people either aren't in the TikTok shop or
he was actually kind of freaked out by this. Like, he did not think the President of the United States should be spending his time watching cable news and then, calling up cable news hosts to talk about what he saw. Eventually, though, he realized that, Trump was watching and that he could speak to Trump through the television. And there was this one episode in particular where, and this was, I think, a couple months into the show, Tucker had recorded an interview with someone who was talking about Muslim immigration in Sweden and how Muslims were making Sweden an unsafe country and bringing crime and terrorism and things like that. And it ran on a Friday night, and then the following Saturday, Trump was giving a speech, and in the speech he talked about the
Turn right onto West 40th Street.
The day before, and no one had any idea what he was talking about because there hadn't been a terrorist attack in Sweden. And then someone figured out that Tucker Carlson thing had run the night before, and that's what Trump was referring to. And I think it was kind of a light bulb moment for Tucker when he recognized that he could affect presidential speeches, he could affect presidential policy, and he really started programming the show with an eye towards making government policy, having an impact.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto 6th Avenue.
He would either say it himself in his monologue, he would book a guest who would say it, and that was how he originally got Trump's ear.
You're right that through the show, he influenced who proposed for the cabinet. He got down some of the possible cabinet members. He goaded the administration into funding federal search for Portland, Oregon, and to crack down on anti-racism protests. He managed to stop a planned missile strike on Iran. So tell us how Tucker Carlson influenced some of Trump's cabinet choices and his vice presidential running mate.
So in the first administration, he was better at taking people out than putting them in. At one point, when Rex Tillerson was Secretary of State, he wanted to bring into the State Department a longtime Republican foreign policy hand named Elliott Abrams. Elliott Abrams was the neocon Tucker Carlson.
Drive southeast on West 40th Street.
And Tucker Carlson, he booked a guest, Rand Paul, who was also opposed to Elliott Abrams. And he had Rand Paul talk about how bad Elliott Abrams would be, and one of the things Rand Paul talked about was how Elliott Abrams had opposed Trump in the 2016 campaign, and that was all Trump needed to hear, and that was the end of Elliott Abrams being brought into the State Department. He did a similar thing with a number of sort of sub-cabinet officials. He was, if he got wind of appointment that he didn't, potential appointment that he didn't approve of, he would deliver a monologue.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto 6th Avenue.
He was able to take out people. Since leaving Fox and now into Trump's second presidency, he's been a little bit more, affirmative in terms of making sure people he likes get into government. I think the most obvious example is J.D. Vance. I think Tucker has done more for J.D. Vance's political career than maybe anyone. He was a crucial supporter of Vance when he ran for the Ohio Senate, and lobbied won the Republican primary. And then when Trump was deciding about who to choose as his running mate, Tucker was extremely involved and pushing very, very hard for Vance and pushing very hard against Marco Rubio. As I understand it, Tucker was trying to be two of the biggest factors in Trump ultimately taking Vance as vice president. But as soon as Trump won, when he was forming his cabinet, Tucker pushed extremely hard for Bobby Kennedy to serve as his death. Friendly with Kennedy, over the course of doing his show, I think they shared a lot of the same skepticism about vaccines and health ideas. And after Trump was shot in southern Pennsylvania, and Kennedy, who was still running for president at that point as an independent, when Kennedy decided that he wanted to drop out and endorse Trump, Tucker was the one who brokered that whole negotiation.
So am I right in saying that President chose Trump, that he chose Rubio as vice president, or Governor Doug Burgum of North Dakota, as they were neocons who supported military advances and overseas, the U.S. intelligence agencies would try to assassinate Trump.
I mean, as I understand it, yeah, that was the advice that he gave Trump. He was so alarmed that Trump was considering those two that Tucker was on a speaking tour in Australia at the time, and I understand that he called Trump and delivered that message.
Why would U.S. intelligence agencies try to assassinate Trump?
Well, Tucker has his worldview that there's dark, sinister forces, this neoconservative cabal that wants to have the United States conducting all these military adventures abroad, and they will stop at nothing to see that happen. And I guess it's a pretty far out there realm work. But as I understand it, I think that theory would be that they would take out Trump so they could make their puppet president.
I'm surprised that Trump still even talks to Tucker Carlson, because back before Carlson was fired from Fox News, when the Dominion lawsuit was the trial was being held in the court, text were released, text by Tucker Carlson, in which he called Trump a demonic force and said, "I hate him passionately." So Trump tends to totally cancel people who oppose him, and calling somebody a demonic force and saying, "I hate you," those are strong words, especially for Trump. He's very sensitive to this kind of thing.
Jack,
But you're never really fully out of it with Trump. I mean, you can say horrible things about him, but then if you try to make amends, he'll take you back in. And that's been the story of his political rise. Even before those texts came out, I mean, Tucker's Fox show was interesting because he didn't, he was very careful to never kind of join the cult of personality around Trump that kind of existed with other Fox stars.
That's Sean Hannity.
Yeah, Sean Hannity in particular. I mean, Tucker would praise Trump's policies, but he wouldn't necessarily praise the man. And the way he dealt with him off air was even more interesting. I mean, Hannity was called the
Drive southeast on West 40th Street, then turn left onto 6th Avenue.
hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
this is Sylvia at 12.56. You'll be here in about 15 minutes.
yes, I'm on the way. Yeah,
Okay, when you are close,
Yeah.
because it's so cold and
Yeah.
I have the walker,
yeah.
you call me.
Okay, I'll call you, okay. I have a
Thank
black
you.
car. Okay, see you soon.
Yes,
Thank you.
I saw that. Bye.
Thank you. Sylvia. Beautiful Sylvia. Sylvia Gomes. Yeah, Sylvia. A, never.
C, if you are conducting a pre-trip inspection. The correct answer is A, never. The stop light switch. A, tells you when the air brake system has low air pressure. B, tells you when you need to use your emergency brakes. C, turns your brake lights on to warn drivers behind you. The correct answer is C, turns your brake lights on to warn drivers behind you. It is not safe to drive a vehicle that has brake drums with cracks that are longer than blank friction area. A, 1/2.
1/2.
B, 1/4. C, 1/8. The correct answer is A, 1/2. To test air service brakes you should A, stop the vehicle, brake in a low gear, depress the service brakes, and then gently pull against the brakes. B, brake firmly while slowly moving forward. C, brake slowly while slowly moving backward. The
A.
correct answer is B, brake firmly while slowly moving forward. A slack adjuster's free play needs to be adjusted if it is more than about blank. How many inches when you pull hard on it? A, 1/4 inch. B, 1/2 inch.
1 inch.
C, 1 inch.
This is 1 inch. C.
The correct answer is C, 1 inch.
Slack.
If air pressure is not built up within the correct amount of time, then A, you should be ready to use your parking brakes to stop. B, the alcohol container may be low. C, your air pressure may drop to a low point while driving, requiring an emergency stop. The correct answer is C. Your air pressure may drop to a low point while driving, requiring an emergency stop. The safety valve reduces pressure at blank psi. A, 50. B, 100. C, 150. The correct answer is C, 150. Why should you drain water from compressed air tanks? A, water low boiling point reduces braking power. B, water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure.
B.
C, water cools the
B.
compressor too much. The correct answer is B, water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure.
Drive southeast on West 40th Street, then turn left onto 6th Avenue.
Cold weather you should. A, check and fill the alcohol level. B, change the alcohol from a new bottle.
A.
C,
Check
check the oil
and
for
fill the
alcohol
alcohol.
content. The correct answer is A, check and fill the alcohol level. The air loss rate for a straight truck or bus with the engine off and the brakes on should not be more than A, 1 psi in 30 seconds. B, 2 psi in 45 seconds.
2.
C, 3 psi in 1 minute. The correct answer is C, 3 psi in 1 minute. The driver must be able to see a low air pressure warning which comes on before the pressure in the service air tanks falls below blank psi. A, 50. answer is C. Park on level ground. Wait until normal air pressure is reached. Release the parking brake and move forward slowly at about 5 miles per hour. Then apply the brakes firmly using the brake pedal. A straight truck or bus should not leak at a rate of more than blank psi per minute with the engine off and the brakes released. A1, B2, C3,
Turn left onto 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas.
B2. Excessive use of the service brakes results in overheating, which can lead to and proper adjustment of S-cam. B. Increased contact between the brake drums and linings. C. Expansion of the brake drums. The correct answer is C. Expansion of the brake drums. The safety valve is set automatically when pressure is A of 50, B 100,
150.
C 150. The correct answer is C 150. If you must make an emergency stop, you should brake so you A. Use the handbrake before the brake pedal. B. Can steer and so your vehicle stays in a straight line. C. Use the full power of the brakes to lock them. The correct answer is B. Can steer and so your vehicle stays in a straight line. Your truck or bus has a dual air brake system. If a low air pressure warning comes on for only one system, what should you do? The correct answer is C. Stop right away and safely park. Continue only after the system is fixed. The brake pedal in an air brake system. A. Controls the speed of the air compressor. B. Controls the air pressure applied to put on the
Continue for
brakes.
1 mile.
C. Is connected to slack adjusters by a series of rods and linkages. The correct answer is B. Controls the air pressure applied to put on the brakes. Air brake vehicles, the parking brakes should be used. A. Whenever you leave the vehicle unattended. B. As little as possible. C. Only during pre- and post-trip inspections. The correct answer is A. Whenever you leave the vehicle unattended. A straight truck or bus air brake system should not leak at the rate of more than blank psi per minute with the engine off and the brakes released. A1, B3, C2. The correct answer is C2. To check the free play of manual slack adjusters of S-cam brakes, you should park on A. Level ground, chop the wheels and release the parking brakes. B. Level ground and apply the parking brakes, then apply service brakes. C. Level ground and drain off air pressure before checking the adjustment. The correct answer is A. Level ground, chop the wheels and release the parking brakes. The use of brakes on a long and steep downgrade under normal conditions is only a supplement to A. boiling point reduces braking power. B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. C. Water cools the compressor too much. The correct answer is B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. Repeatedly partially releasing and pressing the brake pedal may result in A. A loss of brake air pressure. B. A buildup of brake air pressure. C. No change of brake air pressure. The correct answer is A. A loss of brake air pressure. The brake system that applies and releases the brakes when the driver uses the brake pedal is the blank brake system. A. Emergency. B. Service. C. Parking. The correct answer is B. Service. A slack adjuster's free play needs to be adjusted if it is more than about blank. How many inches when you pull hard on it? A. A quarter inch. B. Half an inch. C. 1 inch. The correct answer is C. 1 inch. An air brake system is fully charged at what PSI? A. 75. B. 100. C. 125. The correct answer is C. 125. If the spring brakes are on, when should you push the brake pedal? A. Only when driving downhill. C. Only on the slippery road. C. Never. The correct answer is C. Never. When brakes are applied, the brake shoes will press against them.
Abuzi Ben.
A. Brake drum or disc. B. Slack adjuster. C. S-cam. The correct answer is A. Brake drum or disc. The safety valve discharges automatically at the pressure of
Drive northeast on 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas for a half mile.
C. 150. The correct answer is C. 150. Emergency step braking is A. You press hard on the brake pedal and apply hand valve while you stop. B. Use light steady pressure on the brake pedal. C. Press on the brake pedal as hard as you can. Release the brakes when the wheel's locked. Put on the brakes again when the wheels start rolling. The correct answer is C. Press on the brake pedal as hard as you can. Release the brakes when the wheel's locked. Put on the brakes again when the wheels start rolling. Why should you drain water from compressed air tanks? A. Water low boiling point reduces braking power. B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. C. To keep from fouling the air compressor oil. The correct answer is B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. A modern air brake system combines 3 different systems. They are the service, the parking, and the blank brakes. A. Emergency. B. Foot. C. Drum. The correct answer is A. Emergency. If you do not have automatic tank brakes, how often should you drain the oil and water from the bottom of compressed air storage tanks? A. After every 4 hours of service. B. At the end of each day of driving. C. Once a week. The correct answer is B. At the end of each day of driving. Proper use of the brakes when going down a long steep grade after selecting a proper gear is to brake until your speed is about blank mph below the posted speed for your safety and release your brake. A. 5 miles per hour. B. 15 miles per hour. C. 10 miles per hour. The correct answer is A. 5 miles per hour. In ideal conditions, a truck or bus with an air brake going at 55 miles per hour would require stopping distance of how many feet? A. Less than 100 feet. B. More than 300 feet. C. From 100 to 300 feet. The correct answer is B. More than 300 feet. The application pressure gauge shows how much air pressure you have in the air tanks. B. Are applying to the brakes. C. Have in a modulating control valve. The correct answer is B.
northeast on 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas. In a quarter mile, turn right onto West 56th Street.
B. Ice may form in the air storage tank and cause a brake failure. Your truck or bus has a dual air brake system. If a low air pressure warning comes on for only one system, what should you do? The correct answer is A. Bring your vehicle to a complete stop right away and safely park. Continue only after the system is fixed. When brakes are applied, the brake shoes will align to press against the A. Brake drum or disc. B. Slack adjuster. C. S-cam. The correct answer is A. Brake drum or disc. The braking power of the spring brakes. A. Is not affected by the condition of the service brakes. B. Depends on the service brakes being in adjustment. C. Increases when the service brakes are hot.
Sylvia, I'm gonna see you soon, Sylvia.
The correct answer is B. Depends on the service brakes being in adjustment. The driver must be able to see a low air pressure warning which comes on before pressure in the service air tanks falls below blank PSI. A. 40. B. 60.
Unknown caller.
The correct answer is B. 60. Which of these
Hello?
is the proper time to
Yeah,
apply the
5 minutes. 5 more minutes.
Okay, but listen to me. Right in front of my building, there's a lot of snow. So I'll go a little bit to the corner, to the middle of the block. You will see me with a worker. We are 2 people.
Okay, no problem.
Okay?
Okay.
The correct answer
Okay,
is
see you soon.
Okay.
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 Bye.
the other one when coming down the steep grade. If your truck or bus has dual parking control valves, you can use pressure from a separate tank to A. Balance the service brake system when you are parked. B. Stay parked twice as long without using up service air pressure. C. Release the spring emergency or parking brakes to move a short distance. The correct answer is C. Release the spring emergency or parking brakes to move a short distance. The most common type of foundation brake found on heavy vehicles is the A. Wedge drum. B. S-cam drum. C. Disc. The correct answer is B. S-cam drum. Air braking takes more time than hydraulic braking because air. A. Air brakes use different brake drums. B. Takes more time to flow through the lines than hydraulic fluid. C. Brakes require heavier return springs. The correct answer is B. Takes more time to flow through the lines than hydraulic fluid. With air brake vehicles, the parking brakes should be used. A. As little as possible. B. Any time when vehicle is parked. C. To hold your speed when going downhill. The correct answer is B. Any
Common
time when
sense.
vehicle is parked.
Common sense.
Excessive heat caused by using your brakes too often can also cause A. Modulated control valve to wear out. B.
Well, he
Brake
thought Trump was
lining to
responsible
split up.
for it.
C. Brake to
As
fade or
time went
fail.
on, and
The correct
as
answer is
it
C.
became
Brake to
increasingly
fade or
clear
fail.
that Trump supporters
If you
didn't
must
feel
make an
that way,
emergency stop, you should
Tucker
brake so you
changed his tune, and he
A.
pivoted,
Can steer
and
hard while
he
braking
became,
hard.
I think, a pretty
B.
crucial
Can steer so
linchpin
your
in
vehicle
the
stays in a
larger
straight line.
conservative project and the
C.
Trumpian
Use the
project to
handbrake first.
repass January 6th. And
The
so
correct
much
answer
of
is
what
B. Can steer
the
so your
right
vehicle stays
and the
in a
Republican
straight line.
Party and MAGA now say
The
about
supply
January
pressure
6th,
gauge
a
shows
lot of
how
that
much
starts
pressure
with Tucker, who is still
A.
a
is in the air
con man,
tanks.
who starts
B. You have used
bringing
in this
these
trip.
conspiracy theories about January
C.
6th
Is
about
going
there
to the
being
brake
federal
chamber.
agents in the crowd who were,
The correct answer
provocateurs
is
and were
A.
doing this to
Is in
kind of
the air
discredit
tanks.
Trump voters.
If you are driving
That
down to the
starts
steep
to
downgrade and you
get
have reached the
some
speed of 40
traction
miles
on
per
his
hour,
show,
you
and
would
to the
apply
point
the
where
service
eventually
brake until
he
your
does a
speed
whole
dropped to
documentary
below blank
about it.
miles per
And I would
hour.
say that's now the
A. 25.
mainstream view among
30.
Republicans, among
C.
conservatives about what
35.
January 6th was about.
The correct answer
There's
is
a lot
C.
to
35.
make that happen.
Subtitle, Tucker Carlson and the Unraveling of the Conservative Mind. And the last sentence of your book is,
Drive northeast on 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas. Then, in a quarter mile, turn right onto West 56th Street.
Descended into madness. Those are strong words. Why do you describe him as descending into madness? Is it because of conspiracy theories like the January 6th undercover FBI agent provocatory? I mean, how much can you tell whether the theories that Tucker now espouses on his show are things he actually believes, or whether he's saying those things just because it gets a big audience?
He has a increasingly paranoid and dark worldview. That itself is not that shocking or even that unusual in the quote world, right? It's just in the past, people who kind of go in that direction are eventually weeded out. Tactically in a lot of ways, or they lose their perch. They lose their job. In Tucker's case, though, I think that's become more influential and more powerful, and that's why he's interesting to me, and also I think significant. He's someone you have to take seriously, and you can't afford to ignore him, because yes, he's saying all these seemingly crazy things, but people are listening to him and taking him at his word, and you can see in how January 6th the view of it has changed. This ridiculous conspiracy theory about there being federal agents in the crowd on January 6th, that's now the official White House view of it. And that's a reflection of Tucker's influence. And that's a reflection, I think, of kind of the madness that he's bringing to a large segment of the body politic.
This gets to something we were talking about earlier. Is it madness or is it opportunism?
That's the usual question with him, and I think in some ways it might not even matter. I mean, I think, like, look, if Tucker's your best friend, or if he's, a family member or something, maybe it matters, but as far as most people are concerned, whether he believes it or not, he's saying it, and people believe that he believes it, and that's what matters at the end. I mean, Alex Jones does this stuff, people know that Alex Jones is a loon, so they take that into consideration when they hear Alex Jones.
Turn right onto West 56th Street. In 700 feet, pickup will be on the right.
JD Vance, and then he can influence JD Vance, and JD Vance can sort of do the things that he wants him to do. I mean, but I can also see a scenario where either JD Vance starts to disagree with Tucker on things, or Tucker reaches the conclusion that JD Vance is not capable of being elected president, that he's not a good enough politician, and therefore his vision is in jeopardy of not being realized, and then he might have to actually step in himself if he can't find someone else who might be able to do it. But I think it's a mistake to think of him as just a media figure, because I think his ambitions are bigger than that. I think his influence is bigger than that. And I think he operates as a political actor, maybe even more than a media actor at this point.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where?
I don't see.
Where?
Close to the place like I'm supposed to pick up.
Well, it's right across from Tina's. Do you see Tina's?
Peanuts. Yeah, I see Thai restaurant. Let
This is
me
no
go
a
close.
little bit. Come a little bit more.
Okay.
Come a little bit more.
Oh.
You'll see my.
Yeah, I see
my
your
knee.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Pickup is on the
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Because I'm sitting.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I see you. Yeah, I see.
El frente. Ahí viene, sí, sí.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it. Hi.
Wow. What a day.
What a day.
Thank you.
We're going to Staten Island. Yeah.
Yes.
Drive southeast on West 56th Street. Then turn right onto 5th Avenue.
Okay. Welcome. Welcome. We're going to Staten Island. Okay.
Yeah. Are we picking up another passenger?
No, no.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's no space. You know.
I'll give you your money in a minute.
Oh, no problem. $3 million.
3 minutes, yeah.
Sí, se da también.
Pero es como fácil, tomar un poco de aire fresco.
No, el aire está bien.
Levantada de las 4. Prácticamente adentro, hace un minuto que entré y abajo hace mucho más calor.
Me imagino, sí, donde la calefacción se me dio al máximo.
Es donde más lo sentí.
Así todo lloviendo. No me olvidé de sacar. Con la
Parece ser que sí que viene. Parece. 3 días de actividades. No todas atrás, pero here, no change.
Oh, no change. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hide it here. My daughter take it from here. She's 7 years old.
Oh, they know.
She's your friend?
Now she's my niece.
Oh, your niece.
Yeah, she's taking care of me. She's helping me.
You shop early. I shop late.
Yeah.
You're having kids early.
Entonces me estaba contando que hay que hacer, que tiene miedo de que se conecten tantas computadoras y tantas cosas.
What is languages? Greek?
What?
Greek?
No, we are speaking Spanish.
Oh, Spanish. Oh,
From Argentina.
Buenos dias.
Buenos días.
Dia. Argentina close to Brazil. So it's a
Sí.
little closer.
Absolutely. Yes,
Sí, sí.
yes.
But Argentina people more beautiful,
Sí.
more blonde, more white.
A mi marido,
Ah. Decirle que ya, si le dice mamá que ya estamos en
Sí.
camino,
y que vamos directo. Pero por supuesto nunca sabes sobre el tráfico.
Turn right onto 5th Avenue.
Hola, ok, ya estamos en el auto. Sí, por eso. No, es un cambio, así que está perfecto. Vamos las 2 solas, no hay que ir a buscar a nadie más. Así que bueno, veremos con el tráfico, por supuesto, eso no puedo decir, pero yo todo bien, ¿ok?
le diga a mi mamá que ya
Decirle, hola, hola.
si no, yo
Decirle a Zulema que ya estamos en el auto, así no le escribe yo. ¿Ok? Chao.
ya no sé si vamos a ver después de la ya no nos vemos.
Y este pibe me escribió, me dijo, lamento tanto, me escribió, me dice, pero me están haciendo trabajar más tarde, tengo que ir más tarde, me quedo más tarde. Hoy dice, tuve que llevar a Rosy, que es la esposa, que es una chica que viene a casa, ella trabaja en la escuela de ya me va a llevar a los chicos, y dice, la tuve que llevar porque volvió a casa cuando no podía estacionar el auto, no había lugar. Entonces la llevé, así que yo ya salí más tarde y todos estos días está pasando eso. Así que habrá que llamar a uno o llamar a uno. 250 con esa mucha más. Yo no creo, o sea, yo pagué creo
Ahora
que
cuando
sí.
llegamos, te fijas con la aplicación, mami también
Sí.
la tiene, ¿cuántos alumnos? Más o menos a la vez a la misma. Más o menos. Ahora tendré que verificarse. ¿Uno crees que la medida?
Y son las 3. Ah, claro, vos tenés que estar 5:30. Sí, está bien. Que
Se fije ahora y más o menos.
déjame ver si yo lo puedo hacer.
Fíjate si puedes hacer ahora. Desde tu casa hasta el curso, ¿cuánto sale? Más o menos para saber. Pero somos las dos juntas. Yo tampoco me voy a dejar. Mamá no va a querer bajarla ella primero y después yo, porque ella se pone nerviosa.
No, no va, porque aparte que ya sale mucho más tarde. Y
Mucha
volver,
distancia de una
claro.
terminal a la otra, sí.
Sí.
No, porque si no diría que baje conmigo, hago yo el check-in, despacho las valijas, la acompaño a ella y después vuelvo.
Aparte,
No conozco yo, por eso te digo.
como es muy...
Yo sé que lo poco que vi me di cuenta que es grande.
In 800 feet, turn right onto West 53rd Street. Drive southwest on 5th Avenue. Then, in 700 feet, turn right onto West 53rd Street. Drive northwest in a quarter mile. Turn left onto 7th Avenue.
No importa, lo ponemos.
Incluso pone América.
Sí, pero me pide que termine.
Sí, pero no importa, por ahora es para ver el máximo. Eso yo no creo que sea la diferencia.
Up to 20 miles an hour in the morning, we could see wind chills at 5 below. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, early to become perfect anything, or low about 10 degrees, wind chills as low as 5 below. By Thursday, same deal, sunny, cold, highs about 22 degrees, wind chills below zero, mostly clear that night, with the temperatures as low as 10 below zero on Thursday evening. Stay warm out there. You're listening to WNYC. It's Tuesday at 3 on 6. Everything you found from WNYC is that full recording. Conversation on the Brian Hour Show and all of it is now available. National and international news
¿A qué hora quieres que te diga?
It's
Las
5:30.
That's important. WNYC's Top News team provides strong political context and makes powerful
Antes de esa hora igual.
Pick up at 5:25, que es lo que calculaba, 5:30, y dice sí.
Ponele que tiene que ser uno más grande. grande
Sí,
porque
tiene que ser,
nos
claro,
podemos
tenés
ir
que-
para 2 personas.
123.
Está bien, el otro igual fue 10 menos, ¿ok? No le volví a preguntar.
No, este quizás después te agregue. Lo que pasa es que yo no sé cómo hacer.
Me fijo en la aplicación de mami también que tiene cosas. Mami también la tiene.
Sí, sí.
Sí, porque si no sería escribirle a él que... No, por eso, si no sería por eso ponerle la terminal de mami y decirle que también tiene que hacer eso y le agregamos el efectivo porque él tiene que... Lo importante es dónde termina.
Lo que pasa es que eso cuando
Turn left onto 7th Avenue.
Sí, exacto. Por eso, pero hay que ver si no hay alguna opción de poner con el
preguntar si hay alguna, si no se busca algún número 800 llamar, preguntar cómo se hace. Yo no le veo acá cómo
Por
se hace.
ahora no fijamos en eso, nos lo otro que decimos. Después cuando llegamos allá, ya vemos el valor no puede...
Si no, como yo no le veo.
Drive northwest on West 50th in a quarter mile. Turn left onto 9th Avenue. Drive northwest on West 55th Street. Then, in a quarter mile, turn left onto 9th Avenue. Turn left onto 9th Avenue.
Hubo un momento que me vino un cansancio y entonces me senté, me tomé un café, yo qué sé, pero después ya está.
Continue for a half mile. Para que le saque la nuca, me parece que esa es la parte de arriba. Esta es la parte de arriba del edificio de Trump. No es eso. Porque es también ahí, por eso no lo vi.
Ahí, pero creo que es
Impresionante. No, yo simplemente lo vi cuando estaba caminando y después dije, cuando llegue a la esquina me fijo y me olvidé de fijarme. Pero es ahí, es exacto, sí, por eso.
¿Sabes quién lo descubrió? Tu hermano.
Ah.
O sea, que tiene el mismo.
Yo
no sabía,
saqué
nunca
un
lo había
montón de
visto.
yo saqué un montón de fotos de edificios y de cosas que me encantan.
Yo nunca lo había visto.
Entré a la
Entonces,
catedral también, por más que el otro día di otra vuelta. Es como tenía que hacer tiempo igual.
entonces cerca el consulado. Yo nunca lo vi. Soy demasiado petiza para mirar para arriba y hacia abajo.
No,
Después
yo-
cuando crucé la calle, viniendo, pisa algo.
Estoy hablando con Shani, justo de que estaba conectada y digo, ¿querés hablar? Hablé con ella y le mostré todo el centro. Sí, pero ella no se acuerda. Sí, era chiquita, Shari se acuerda. Le digo, mira, hay patito, entonces le mostré los patitos.
Hablando casi siempre.
Por eso,
En marzo o abril,
en abril, sí.
Drive southwest on 9th Avenue for a half mile.
Marzo o abril, que también fue la sorpresa de hoy, ya alguna que
Estaban patinando y ahí les saqué allá, estaban patinando y por eso les mostré. Estoy hablando un montón con ellos hasta que le dije, bueno, yo ni te dejo, porque yo tengo que estar las manos adentro.
ay sí, eso es lo que yo
Por más que estaba con los guantes, pero igual
sí, pero ¿qué pasa?
se no, cuando iba caminando, pues después la mano lo ponía en los bolsillos y estaba bien. Y en un momento sentía los dedos de los pies. Claro, entonces por eso digo, bueno, cuando caen que encuentro donde meterme, entro un ratito, caliento un poquito y
¿Y dónde comiste? No, no, ahora no, ahora ya sé.
primero fui a comprarme ahí, había unos de donuts, me compré, vi que había unos donuts de dulce de leche y dije, oh, esto me viene bien, pero la probé, no me gustó. Así que después me fui a uno de bagel y comí un bagel con queso y eso es más rico. Estaba muy rico, la verdad que estaba muy rico. Lo que pasa es que estaba yo entre uno y la otra. Llegué, pasé por al lado entre el donuts y dije, no sé, y miro, dije, dulce de leche. Y dije, bueno, no puedo no comprarlo. Pero no, bueno, al final la dejé y la tengo acá. ¿Dónde tomé yo por eso? Después ya cuando me sentí que estaba muy cansada, me fui a tomé también un café, me compré unas chips y unas palitas. Y eso es lo que comí, por eso y ahora cuando dije, no, ya que había, si no había tiempo me aguantaba hasta la casa, no es que tenía hambre. Así, pero dije, bueno, ya que sí tengo ahí un ratito, entonces me compré en los campos. Había 6, así chiquitos, solo para la
Y
para acá no solo donde vine el otro día.
sí,
Un montón también de barcitos y restaurantes.
no tenía mucho problema.
No, porque estaba muy en el...
Pero ve un poquito la comí, como vos tenés suerte, no vas a pegar a la luz. Así que como comí esas dos, un té y un café, ya está.
Claro.
Eso fue todo.
Yo por eso sí, yo había comido en realidad el bagel y el bagel y eso de las 10 de la mañana, un poquito antes todavía. Sí, son crecer, son buenos. Parte.
Yo sé que no es culpa de nadie.
Drive southwest on 9th Avenue. In a quarter mile, turn right onto West 41st Street.
Cuando empezamos a hacer emoji,
A mí me lo hicieron en la mano, porque me lo hicieron en la mano. One moment, take a picture.
All you need is love and patience.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Don't worry about money, don't worry about nothing.
Todo lo que tocó, porque es la que yo fui, empezamos con un abogado que nunca resultó, porque es muy difícil de probar, porque el tipo se portó bárbaro, es así, fui a otra casa, fuimos a México, aquí vio que había daño, o sea, que había, no están cortados, aplastados, entonces no tuvo problema. Ellos dicen, claro, trató de empezar a ver que fue un cuerpo que consultó con trabajo. Le dije, eso fue eso, obviamente lo pueden probar en qué momento empezó, no estaban probados. Entonces, él, un médico me dijo, cuando no vas a hacer una infección, no por favor, cuando termine, en ese momento, se pudo hablar con el doctor, y si yo,
No, yo era porque yo me había, yo se me empezó a dormir la mano. Se me empezó a dormir. Claro que se me dormía. Yo estaba haciendo pensar. No es que se me dormía cuando lo tenía, cuando, claro, no es que se me dormía cuando decís, bueno, claro, cuando lo tenía inactivo, digo, bueno, se me duerme. No, se me dormía así. Es que muy raro, probé. Esperé porque dije, bueno, por ahí se me lo paré, esperé un poquito, pero y a mi médico me dice, no, debe ser un tipo de una infección. Me dijo, anda también a mi que yo había sacado porque yo sospechaba, lo que pasa es que la mano es menos grave, claro, yo tampoco sabía. Una amiga también se lo hizo unos días después y le decía, ¿cuánto lo que Claro, sí, eso sí, a mí también me hicieron, las dos siempre las hacen. Entonces me hacen, me estudian, yo veo que dice, en la mano tengo algo, pero puede ser que tengo él mismo me estaba y me dice, en la columna me dice,
southwest on 9th Avenue. Then, in 800 feet, turn right onto West 41st Street.
Vengo a trabajar en el año, entonces me dice, lo de la mano sí, realmente lo he visto seriamente. Pues por ahí realmente era un problema, era una cosa que por ahí ver este parte de 12 metros, yo lo veía y sí, lo que tiene ese acá es como que no es una cosa de disco, no es ay, se me olvidó el nombre. Bueno, eso, dice, no es eso, no, dice, no es eso el marketing, él me dice, claro, sí, no ni una claro, dice, no tenés eso, lo que tenés es que lo tenés un poco líquido, no sé. Le digo, ¿qué te va a pasar? Me dice, ¿te molesta? Le digo, no, la verdad, digo, yo lo voy a decir es que sí, a mí se me contractura mucho acá, me dice, de eso, dice, pero fuera de eso sentís otra cosa, le digo, no, a mí no me duele, no nada, yo no fui a saber, porque siempre, yo todo el día siempre con la contractura de mal dormir, del teléfono, esto nunca le digo bolillo. Y me dice, no, es de eso, ¿y qué hacer? No te puedo decir. Hay que ver que lo quiero evaluar, no creo que
Sí,
lo evaluar,
seguro,
para
así es aprovecharse.
me dice, a la casa. Ah, son esas no de emergencia. No, me hizo hacer ejercicio con el cuello. Y una amiga mía, por eso una amiga mía que tiene algo parecido me dice, yo lo que hago
Turn right onto West 41st Street.
no estoy babeando, hago ejercicios, el cuello por acá y el cuello por allá. Dice, todo el tiempo la músculos se tiran fortaleciendo. Dice, fuera de eso no tenéis, yo no tengo hace años, y eso no pasa. Pero de verdad que no tengo problema.
In a quarter mile, turn left toward Lincoln Tunnel.
Ah, no, no, que para no se te cierra. Bueno, porque eso es lo que matar siempre, como siempre.
Tienen porque me recomendaba, entonces, como escucho y después se me quede muy bien.
Sí, pero después siempre tenés que estar firmado de que tenés esta cirugía, de que tenés riesgo, de que tenés entonces.
Y puede haber daño en los labios.
Exacto, en el momento que vos ya firmaste, ellos ya te explicaron
Si
eso.
no,
Si no lo firmas, no te cobran, exacto.
y tienen todos los abogados.
Exacto. No, la única es cuando no tenés eso y entonces después ellos también tienen seguro. No es que ellos no tienen, también ellos tienen. Parte de lo que el seguro médico, yo no sé qué son los médicos en sí. Y el seguro, los seguros sabemos que no tienen abogados médicos.
Por eso, eso es lo que me decían.
Turn left to Lincoln Tunnel, New Jersey.
Turn left toward Lincoln Tunnel. Then stay straight to take the Interstate 495 West ramp.
Primero tenía la esperanza de que me mejorara, pero fuimos con otra profesora de vamos a ir hablando, vamos a ver más, hacia abajo. Yo a propósito, te cuides.
Drive northwest on West 41st Street. Then turn left toward Lincoln Tunnel.
No, en la llave por teléfono. Pero estoy sentada haciendo cosas, no me protego. Pero cuando me levanto y digo todo lo que hacía y no puedo hacer.
Eso es lo que pasa en las operaciones y en todas cosas que hacen, siempre está todo privatización. Que uno nunca lo toma en cuenta hasta que lo pasa. Uno nunca quiere pasar esto por esto. Porque es algo físico que se vuelve. Próximas 2 semanas va a seguir la temperatura Ay, había pedazos que se hay que pasar mañana y ahora de vuelta y se empezó a pensar la gente que va pasando y que ya son la temperatura y hay barcos que se hace como un barco así
y vos andás con medio, con zapatillas.
Stay straight to take the Interstate 495 West ramp toward Lincoln Tunnel, New Jersey.
Sí, te entendí. Dijiste media, pero yo entendí que estabas diciendo.
Me agarro, me para la rueda, me voy yo.
Ahí por lo menos ese pedazo enfrente de la oficina es un buen piso y está bien limpio porque el hotel a la contención que el negocio está cerrado, entonces nadie lo limpia. Hoy, ahí caminar era y hay una cuadra.
Continue for 3 miles. Todos íbamos caminando así porque la vez que cambiaste ese piso como encerado parece. Jersey 495 for 2 miles. In 1 mile, keep left to stay on New Jersey 495. In a half mile, keep left to stay on New Jersey 495 toward NJ Turnpike. Keep left to stay on New Jersey 495. In a half mile, keep left to take Interstate 95 south, New Jersey Turnpike south toward Newark. Keep left to take Interstate 95 south. Continue for 6 miles. west on Interstate 95 for 6 miles.
Eso le enseña a mi papá en le enseña a mi papá a usarlo. Eso fue en este viaje. Dice, porque es para traducir un video.
Continue straight for 5.5 miles to I-95 south of
Vos sabés a
Florida.
mí que me cuesta un poquito tener que aprender los balizas. Es cuestión de esos
95 south.
Stay to the left. Police reported ahead. Stay to the left.
Keep left to take Interstate 95 south. toward Staten Island. Continue for 2 miles.
In 2.1 miles, exit right to exit 5, New York 440 South, West Shore Expressway.
In a half mile, take exit 5 onto New York 440 South toward West Shore Expressway South.
Exit right to exit 5, New York 440
Take
South,
exit 5.
West Shore Expressway.
Continue for 7 miles.
Car on shoulder ahead. Continue straight for 6.9 miles to New York 440 South, Outer Bridge crossing toward New Jersey.
Drive south on New York 440 South, West Shore Expressway for 7 miles. Continue for 1.5 miles.
New CBS editor-in-chief Mary Weiss was brought in last fall to shake up the newsroom, and today she shared her plans at an all-staff meeting. She said she wanted to make the network into a division, quote, improvements in the 21st century. That comes after some of Weiss's editorial decisions like
Drive west on Veterans Road West. Then, in a quarter mile, turn right onto Arthur Kill Road. Turn right onto Arthur Kill Road. Then turn left.
Turn right, and then turn left.
Turn left onto Tides Lane. Then keep left to stay on Tides Lane.
What?
I said you make a left right here.
Left, left.
At the roundabout,
Thank you.
continue straight. At the roundabout, continue straight, and then turn
You
right.
been here before?
Yes. You need to stop
to stay on Tides Lane.
The
Then
right
enter the
Yeah,
enter the roundabout and take the second exit onto Tides Lane.
over here.
Yes. You know what that window and she'll show my ID.
Right. Good.
Hi.
Thank you.
How are you?
You got the power.
Yeah.
This is
In 400 feet, turn right onto Pilot Lane.
go straight.
Yes.
You go straight one block, go around and around.
This is a secret location.
Yes.
Yeah. This is
Turn right onto Pilot Lane.
Only for VIP.
Why people live so far away? They don't want nobody to visit them.
No, this is an adult community.
Piratia.
See. This is an
In a
adult
quarter
community.
mile, turn right onto Tiller Court.
Hola.
In 0.1 mile, turn right, and then turn right.
Acá hay otra montaña.
Sí, mira dónde es.
Puede ser izquierda.
Guay, 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 guay.
Estamos acá. Estamos acá. Aquí. Ya. Sí, no, es mira todo. Driveway check.
This is
Turn
like,
right onto Tiller Court.
this is like
Then turn right.
Florida style.
Yeah, yes. New Jersey has a lot of this.
Florida side, but with snow.
Yeah.
At least they clean, you know.
Yeah, they did.
They work
They were
hard.
working yesterday from 4:30 in the morning until like 6 o'clock.
You have arrived.
And a little bit more
Drop off is on the left.
on the left. Yeah, between the
You arrived at your
They're
destination.
opening.
Yeah,
Yes.
right
Yeah.
here.
I'm extremely competitive. I left a lasting impression in my mind of the importance of why you need to take care of yourself. As I've gotten older, I start gaining a pound or so each.
60-degree infinite rotation camera, ultra sharp 6K video recording. The most breakthrough is the LiDAR obstacle avoidance sensor, technology that used to only appear.
This is an updated version of the air brake practice tutorial. Let's go. There is A. Tells you when the air brake system has
A 1/2, B 1/4, C 1/8. The correct answer is A 1/2. Brake in a low gear, depress the service brakes, and then gently pull against the brakes. B. Brake firmly while slowly moving forward. C. Brake slowly while slowly moving backward. The correct answer is B. Brake firmly while slowly moving forward. A slack adjuster's free play needs to be adjusted if it is more than about blank. How many inches when you pull hard on it? A. A quarter inch. B. Half an inch. C. 1 inch. The correct answer is C. Stop. The correct answer is C. Your air pressure may drop to a low point while driving, requiring an emergency stop. The safety valve reduces pressure at blank psi. A 50. B 100.
Continue straight.
C 150.
Turn right.
The correct answer is C 150. Why should you drain water from compressed air tanks? A. Water low boiling point reduces braking power. B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. C. Water cools the compressor too much. The correct answer is B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. If your vehicle has an alcohol evaporator, every day during cold weather you should A. Check and fill the alcohol level. B. Change the alcohol from a new bottle. C. Check the oil for alcohol content. The correct answer is A. Check and fill the alcohol level. The air loss rate for a straight truck or bus with the engine off and the brakes on should not be more than A. 1 psi in 30 seconds, B. 2 psi in 45 seconds, C. 3 psi in 1 minute. The correct answer is C. 3 psi in 1 minute. The driver must be able to see a low air pressure warning which comes on before the pressure in the service air tanks falls below blank psi. A. 50, B. 60, C. 80. The correct answer is B. 60. The air brake lag distance at 55 miles per hour on dry pavement adds about A. 12 feet, B. 32 feet, C. 52 feet. The correct answer is B. 32 feet. If your truck has a properly functioning dual air brake system and minimum size air tanks, the air pressure should build up from 85 to 100 psi within how many seconds? A. 60, B. 30, C. 45. The correct answer is C. 45. How should you check that your service brakes are working properly? The correct answer is C. Park on level ground, wait until normal air pressure is reached, release the parking brake and move forward slowly at about 5 miles per hour, then apply the brakes firmly using the brake pedal. A straight truck or bus air brake system should not leak at a rate of more than blank psi per minute with the engine off and the brakes released. A. 1, B. 2, C. 3. The correct answer is B. 2. Excessive use of the service brakes results in overheating which can lead to A. Proper adjustment of S-cam, B. Increased contact between the brake drums and linings, C. Expansion of the brake drums. The correct answer is C. Expansion of the brake drums. The safety valve is set automatically when pressure is A. 50, B.
Do not get a consolidation loan until you see this. Hey, Mario Lopez here, and if you're thinking about getting a consolidation loan to combine your credit card debts or your personal loan debts into one,
100, C. 150. The correct answer is C. 150. If you must make an emergency stop, you should brake so you A. Use the handbrake before the brake pedal, B. Can steer and so your vehicle stays in a straight line, C. Use the full power of the brakes to lock them. The correct answer is B. Can steer and so your vehicle stays in a straight line.
In 0.1 mile, turn left.
Your truck or bus has a dual air brake system. If a low air pressure warning comes on for only one system, what should you do? The correct answer is C. Stop right away and safely park. Continue only after the system is fixed. The brake pedal in an air brake system. A. Controls the speed of the air compressor. B. Controls the air pressure applied to put on the brakes. C. Is connected to slack adjusters by a series of rods and linkages. The correct answer is B. Controls the air pressure applied to put on the brakes. All air brake equipped vehicles have A. A supply pressure gauge, B. An air usage gauge, C. A backup hydraulic system. The correct answer is A. A supply pressure gauge. With air brake vehicles, the parking brakes should be used A. Whenever you leave the vehicle unattended, B. As little as possible, C. Only during pre- and post-trip inspections. The correct answer is A. Whenever you leave the vehicle unattended. A straight truck or bus air brake system should not leak at the rate of more than blank psi per minute with the engine off and the brakes released. A. 1, B. 3, C. 2. The correct answer is C. 2. To check the free play of manual slack adjusters of S-cam brakes, you should park on A. Level ground, chalk the wheels and release the parking brakes. B. Level ground and apply the parking brakes, then apply service brakes. C. Level ground and drain off air pressure before checking the adjustment. The correct answer is A. Level ground, chalk the wheels and release the parking brakes. The use of brakes on a long and steep downgrade under normal conditions is only a supplement to A. Use of spring brakes. B. The use of the front brakes limiting valve. C. The braking effect of the engine. The correct answer is C. The braking effect of the engine. The most important thing to do when a low air pressure warning comes on is A. Upshift. B. Downshift. C. Stop and safely park as soon as possible. The correct answer is C. Stop and safely park as soon as possible. The parking or emergency brake on a heavy vehicle can only be held in position by something that cannot leak away like A. Spring pressure. B. Air pressure. C. Hydraulic pressure. The correct answer is A. Spring pressure. Why drain water from compressed air tanks? A. Water low boiling point reduces braking power. B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. C. Water cools the compressor too much. The correct answer is B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. Repeatedly partially releasing and pressing the brake pedal may result in A. A loss of brake air pressure. B. A buildup of brake air pressure. C. No change of brake air pressure. The correct answer is A. A loss of brake air pressure.
Shape your hand.
The brake system that applies and releases the brakes when the driver uses the brake pedal is the blank brake system. A. Emergency. B. Service. C. Parking. The correct answer is B. Service. A slack adjuster's free play needs to be adjusted if it is more than about blank, how many inches when you pull hard on it. A. A quarter inch. B. Half an inch. C. 1 inch. The correct answer is C. 1 inch. An air brake system is fully charged at what PSI? A. 75. B. 100. C. 125. The correct answer is C. 125. If the spring brakes are on, when should you push the brake pedal? A. Only when driving downhill. C. Only on a slippery road. C. Never. The correct answer is C. Never. When brakes are applied, the brake shoes will press against the A. Brake drum or disc. B. Slack adjuster. C. S-cam. The correct answer is A. Brake drum or disc. The safety valve discharges automatically at the pressure of A. 50. B. 100. C. 150.
Boom! My prize picks lineup is going off, Marshawn. Feels good to be right.
Unlike that time you did that endorsement deal.
No, more like when you self-published that cookbook.
After they said, yeah, I guess it's hard to know when you're right, but not here.
Yeah.
It's a finance. I smell weird, but I feel good.
Pick, predict, play. Download today. Get $50 instantly.
The correct answer is C. 150. Emergency stab braking is A. When you press hard on a brake pedal and apply hand valve while you stop. B. Use light steady pressure on the brake pedal. C. Press on the brake pedal as hard as you can. Release the brakes when the wheel's locked. Put on the brakes again when the wheels start rolling. The correct answer is C. Press on the brake pedal as hard as you can. Release the brakes when the wheel's locked. Put on the brakes again when the wheels start rolling. Why should you drain water from compressed air tanks? A. Water low boiling point reduces braking power. B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure. C. To keep from fouling the air compressor oil. The correct answer is B. Water can freeze in cold weather and cause brake failure.
Emergency vehicle reported ahead.
A modern air brake system combines 3 different systems. They are the service, the parking, and the blank brakes. A. Emergency. B. Foot. C. Drum. The correct answer is A. Emergency. If you do not have automatic tank drains, how often should you drain the oil and water from the bottom of compressed air storage tanks?
Emergency vehicle
A.
reported ahead.
After every 4 hours of service. B. At the end of each day of driving. C. Once a week. The correct answer is B. At the end of each day of driving. The proper use of the brakes when going down a long steep grade after selecting a proper gear is to brake until your speed is about blank mph below the posted speed for your safety and release your brake. A. 5 miles per hour. B. 15 miles per hour.
Emergency vehicle reported
C.
ahead.
10 miles per hour. The correct answer is A. 5 miles per hour. In ideal conditions, a truck or bus with an air brake going at 55 miles per hour would require stopping distance of how many feet? A. Less than 100 feet. B. More than 300 feet. C. From 100 to 300 feet. The correct answer is B. More than 300 feet. The application pressure gauge shows how much air pressure you have in the air tanks. B. Are applying to the brakes. C. Have in a modulating control valve. The correct answer is B. Are applying to the brakes. The spring brakes used on the chambers in a straight truck will bring you to a stop when air pressure drops below blank psi. A. 20. B. 60. C. 100. The correct answer is A. 20. Some air brake systems have an alcohol evaporator. What may happen if you don't keep the proper level of an alcohol? A. The S-cam may not take back when you release the brake pedal. B. Ice may form in the air storage tank and cause the brake failure. C. Ice may form on the brake drums and wear them out. The correct answer is B. Ice may form in the air storage tank and cause a brake failure. Your truck or bus has a dual air brake system. If a low air pressure warning comes on for only one system, what should you do? The correct answer is A. Bring your vehicle to a complete stop right away and safely park. Continue only after the system is fixed. When brakes are applied, the brake shoes will align to press against them. A. Brake drum or disc. B. Slack adjuster. C. S-cam. The correct answer is A. Brake drum or disc. The braking power of the spring brakes. A. Is not affected by the condition of the service brakes. B. Depends on the service brakes being in adjustment. C. Increases when the service brakes are hot.
Yep.
The correct answer is B. Depends on the service brakes being in adjustment. The driver must be able to see a low air pressure warning which comes on before pressure in the service air tanks falls below blank psi. A. 40. B. 60. C. 80. The correct answer is B. 60. Which of these is not a proper time to apply the parking brakes? A. To brake vehicle very hard, in other words, when coming down the steep grade. B. To use parking brakes if you park for less than 1 hour. C. If you are going to use the parking brakes, you need to make sure that they will hold the vehicle. The correct answer is A. To brake vehicle very hard, in other words, when coming down the steep grade. If your truck or bus has dual parking control valves, you can use pressure from a separate tank to A. Balance the service brake system when you are parked.
Awesome, let me get the contract.
Well, last thing, you're SOC 2 compliant, right?
spring emergency or parking brakes to move a short distance. The correct answer is C. Release the spring emergency or parking brakes to move a short distance. The most common type of foundation brake found on heavy vehicles is the A. Wedge drum, B. S-cam drum, C. Disc. The correct answer is B. S-cam drum. Air braking takes more time than hydraulic braking because air brakes use different brake drums. B. Takes more time to flow through the lines than hydraulic fluid. C. Brakes require heavier return springs. The correct answer is B. Takes more time to flow through the lines than hydraulic fluid. With air brake vehicles, the parking brakes should be used A. As little as possible. B. Any time when vehicle is parked. C. To hold your speed when going downhill. The correct answer is B. Any time when vehicle is parked. Excessive heat caused by using your brakes too often can also cause A. Modulated control valve to wear out. B. Brake linings to split up. C. Brake to fade or fail. The correct answer is C. Brake to fade or fail. If you must make an emergency stop, you should brake so you A. Can steer hard while braking hard. B. Can steer and so your vehicle stays in a straight line. C. Use the handbrake first. The correct answer is B. Can steer and so your vehicle stays in a straight line. The supply pressure gauge shows how much pressure A. Is in the air tanks. B. You have used in this trip. C. Is going to the brake chamber. The correct answer is A. Is in the air tanks. If you are driving down to the steep downgrade and you have reached the speed of 40 miles per hour, you would apply the service brake until your speed dropped to below blank miles per hour. A. 25. B. 30. C. 35. The correct answer is C. 35. Your truck has a dual air system and one of the systems loses its pressure. What will happen? A. Brake drums will not be fully pressurized. B. The manual slack adjusters of the S-cam brakes will not be set properly. C. Either the front or back brake will not be fully operational. The correct answer is C. Either the front or back brake will not be fully operational. Parking or emergency brakes of trucks and buses can be legally held on by blank pressure. A. Spring. B. Air. C. Fluid. The correct answer is A. Spring. The S-cam A. Controls the flow air to each of the brake chambers. B. Pulls the brake shoes away from the drum and allow the wheels to roll freely. C. Forces the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. The correct answer is C. Forces the brake shoes against the inside of the brake drum. Under normal conditions, in order to engage the parking brakes, driver A. Turn off the engine. B. Let the air out of air brake system. C. Be sure air brake system is fully pressurized. The correct answer is B. Let the air out of air brake system. Total stopping distance for air brakes is longer than that for hydraulic brakes due to blank distance. A. The correct answer is A. Brake lag. It is accepted that too much heat caused by using your brakes too often. Modulated control valve to wear out. B. Brake linings to split up. C. Brake to fade or fail. The correct answer is C. Brake to fade or fail. During normal driving, spring brakes are usually held back by A. Bolts or clamps. B. Air pressure. C. Spring pressure. The correct answer is B. Air pressure. The air compressor stops pumping air at what PSI? A. 100. B. 125. C. 150. The correct answer is B. 125. air compressor governor controls? A. The speed of the air compressor. B. Air pressure applied to the brakes. C. When air is pumped into the air tanks. The correct answer is C. When air is pumped into the air tanks. The braking power of the spring brakes. A. Depends on the service brakes being in adjustment. B. Is not affected by the condition of the service brakes. C. Can only be tested by highly trained brake service people. The correct answer is A. Depends on the service brakes being in adjustment. If your vehicle has an alcohol evaporator, it is there to A. Eliminate the need for daily tank draining. B. Boost tank pressure the same way that turbocharges boost engine. C. Reduce the risk of icing in air brake valves in cold weather. The correct answer is C. Reduce the risk of icing in air brake valves in cold weather. If you must make an emergency stop, you should brake so you A. Use the handbrake before the brake pedal. B. Can steer and so your vehicle stays in a straight line. C. Use the full power of the brakes to lock them. The correct answer is B. Can steer and so your vehicle stays in a straight line. Your brakes are fading when A. You have to push harder on a brake pedal to control your speed on a downgrade. B. Less pressure is needed on the brake pedal for each stop. C. The brake pedal feels spongy when you apply pressure. The correct answer is A. You have to push harder on a brake pedal to control your speed on a downgrade.
AutoZone GNC Steakhouse. Michael Lois. Beyond shopping. Walmart. T-Mobile. Money. Everything is money. Must be funny.
Let's go through an air brake test real quick. See if you can catch up. Take out your notepad. Let's go. Step 1, turn on the engine. Make sure you do a safe start. Step 2, make sure you build up to 120 psi with that governor that we talked about. The governor is going to push air into the tanks. Step 3 is going to be shut the engine off. Step 4 is going to be make sure the truck is secure, whether it's in first gear with the transmission or the wheels of the truck, and then release your air brakes. Step 5 is going to be make sure you wait 1 minute, put your foot on the brake, and you cannot lose more than 4 psi if you're in a tractor trailer class A, or 3 psi if you're in a tractor trailer class B. And you have to make sure you wait that whole minute, because what's actually happening is we're flooding all of those airlines with actual air.
Like and follow for more truck driving tips.
So let's go through an air brake test real quick to see if you can catch up.
Comes to starting a business, paperwork can be overwhelming. That's why Busy is such a lifesaver. They handle all of your filing and
This video covers CDL air brakes exam questions for all 50 states. We've organized the questions into 2 groups. Group 1, maintenance and safety procedures. Group 2, air brake components and operation. We guarantee you'll pass if you watch this video twice and practice with our tests on our website, various sources on the internet, if you find others. Group 1, maintenance and safety procedures. 1. If your vehicle has an alcohol evaporator, it is there to A. Rid of the wet tank of alcohol that collects and sits at the bottom. B. Eliminate the need for daily tank draining. C. Reduce the risk of ice in valves and other parts in cold weather. Correct answer, C. Reduce the risk of ice in valves and other parts in cold weather. Some air brake systems have an alcohol evaporator. What might happen if you don't keep the unit filled with alcohol? A. The S-cam may not rotate back when you release the pedal. B. Ice may form in the tanks and cause the brakes to fail. C. Ice may form on the drums and warp them. Correct answer, B. Ice may form in the tanks and cause the brakes to fail. 3. The most important thing to do when the low air pressure warning comes on is A. Downshift. B. Turn the warning off. C. Stop and park safely as soon as possible. Correct answer, C. Stop and park safely as soon as possible. 4. The driver must be able to see a low air pressure warning that must come on before pressure in the tanks fall below. A. 40 psi. B. 60 psi. C. 80 psi. Correct answer, B. 60 psi 5. To check the free play of manual slack adjusters on S-cam brakes, you should A. Park on level ground, chalk wheels, and release the parking brakes. B. Park on level ground with the parking brakes. Then apply the service brake. C. Park on level ground and drain off the air pressure before adjusting brakes. Correct answer, A. Park on level ground, chalk wheels, and release the parking brakes. 6. If your vehicle has an alcohol evaporator, every day during cold weather you should A. Check and fill the alcohol level. B. Change the alcohol from a new bottle. C. Check the oil for alcohol content. Correct answer, A. Check and fill the alcohol level. 7. A straight truck or bus system should not leak at a rate of more than 8 psi per minute with the engine off and the brakes released. A. 1 psi. B. 2 psi. C. 3 psi. Correct answer, B. 2 psi. B. 8. A slack adjuster probably needs adjustment if it moves more than the inch. When you pull on it, A. 3 inches. B. 2 inch. 1 inch. Correct answer, E. 1 inch 9. If you are driving down a steep downgrade and you have reached your safe speed of 40 mph, you should apply the service brakes until your speed reaches A. 25 mph, B. 30 mph, C. 35 mph. Correct answer, C. 35 mph. 10. Under ideal conditions, a truck with air brakes going 55 mph would require a stopping distance of A. Less than 100 feet, B. 100 to 300 feet, C. More than 300 feet. Correct answer, C. More than 300 feet. 11. If you must make an emergency stop, you should brake. So you, A. Can use the hand brakes before the pedal. B. Can keep your vehicle in a straight line and turn if it becomes necessary. C. Can use the full power of the brakes to lock them. Correct answer, B. Can keep your vehicle in a straight line and turn if it becomes necessary. 12. The stoplight switch, A. Turns on the brake lights to warn others behind you. B. Tells you when you're in the correct amount of time. A. You should be ready to use the parking brake to stop. B. The alcohol container may be low. C. The air pressure may drop to low while driving, requiring an emergency stop. Correct answer, C. The air pressure may drop too low while driving, requiring an emergency stop. 14. If the spring brakes are on, when should you push the brake pedal? A. Only when driving down a hill. B. Only on a slippery road. C. Never. Correct answer, C. Never. 15. If your truck's compressor has its own oil supply, when should you first check the oil level? A. Before driving. B. During your first en route inspection. C. Immediately after stopping. Correct answer, A. Before driving, the air loss rate for a straight truck or bus with the engine off and the brakes on should not be more than A. 1 psi in 1 minute. B. 2 psi in 45 seconds. C. 3 psi in 1 minute. Correct answer, C. 3 psi in 1 minute 17. Air brakes take more time to stop than hydraulic brakes because A. Air brakes use different brake from B. Air takes more time to flow through the lines than hydraulic fluid. Air brakes require a heavier return spring. Correct answer, B. Air brakes need to have airflow through the lines to from your air tanks? A, every 4 hours. B, at the end of each day of driving. C, once a week. Correct answer, B, at the end of each day of driving. 19. The spring brakes on trucks will bring it to a stop automatically when air pressure falls to what range? A, 20 to 45 psi. B, 60 to 80 psi. C, 100 to 125 psi. Correct answer, A, 20 to 45 psi. Group 2. Air brake components and operation. 20. During normal driving, spring brakes are usually held back by A, bolts. B, air pressure. C, spring pressure.
Never worry about your phone running out of battery when you're out and about. The secret is this compact device. Have you noticed that wealthy people in Shanghai never carry charging cables? Many of us run out of phone, yet lugging heavy power banks and long cables.
Brake system. A, controls the speed of the air compressor. B, controls the air pressure applied to put on the brakes. C, is connected to slack adjusters by a series of rods and linkages. Correct answer, B, controls the air pressure applied to put on the brakes. 22. The brake system that applies and releases the brakes when the driver uses the brake pedal is what system? A, emergency system. B, service system. C, parking system. Correct answer, B, service system. 23. All air braked equipped vehicles must have what? A, supply pressure gauge. B, application gauge. C, backup hydraulic system. Correct answer, A, supply pressure gauge. 24. If your truck or bus has dual parking control valves, you can pressure from another tank to A, release the spring brakes to move the vehicle in an emergency. B, apply more pressure if the main tank is getting low. C, balance the service brake system whenever you are parked. Correct answer, A, release the spring brakes to move the vehicle in an emergency. 25. The most common type of foundation brake found on heavy vehicles is D. A, wedge brake. B, S-cam, drum brake. C, disc brake. Correct answer, B, S-cam, drum brake. 26. Parking or emergency brakes of trucks and buses can be legally held on by A, spring pressure. B, fluid pressure. C, air pressure. Correct answer, A, spring pressure. 27. Under normal conditions, in order to engage the parking brake, the driver must first, A, turn off the engine. B, let the air out of the system. C, be sure that the system is fully pressurized. Correct answer, B, let the air out of the system. 28. For an air brake system in good condition, the air compressor should start pumping at A, 100 psi. B, 125 psi. C, 150 psi. Correct answer, A, 100 psi. 29. The use of brakes on a long and or steep downgrade is only a supplement to A, the use of spring brakes. B, the use of the front brake limiting valve. C, the braking effect of the engine. Correct answer, C, the braking effect of the engine. 30. Emergency stab braking is when you A, press hard on the brake pedal and use the hand valve until you stop. B, use light, steady pressure on the pedal. C, brake as hard as you can, release the brakes when the wheels lock, and apply the brakes again when the wheels roll. Correct answer, C, brake as hard as you can, release the brakes when the wheels lock, and apply the brakes again when the wheels roll. 31. The braking power of the spring brakes. A, is not affected by the condition of the service brakes. B, depends on the brakes being in adjustment. C, increases when the service brakes get hot. Correct answer, B, depends on the brakes being in adjustment. 32. The proper method of braking when going downhill is to reduce your speed by mph below your safe speed before releasing the brakes. A, 5 mph. B, 10 mph. C, 15 mph. Correct answer, A, 5 mph. 33. Which of the following about ABS is true? A, ABS changes the way you brake in an emergency. B, ABS allows you to follow more closely, drive faster and less carefully. C, ABS will not help you avoid skids from over-braking. Correct answer, A, ABS changes the way you brake in an emergency. 34. If your ABS is not working, you should A, not drive until the system is repaired. B, drive normally but get the system serviced soon. C, drive at a lower speed and get the system repaired whenever you want. Correct answer, B, Drive normally but get system service soon. 35. The safety valve is set automatically to reduce pressure in the tanks at what PSI? A, 50 PSI, B, 100 PSI, C, 150 PSI. Correct answer, C, 150 PSI 36. In air brake vehicles, the parking brake should be used A, as little as possible. B, anytime the vehicle is parked. C, to hold your speed going down hills. Correct answer, B, anytime the vehicle is parked. 37. Which of these is not the proper time to apply the parking brakes? A, if the brakes are very hot. B, if you will only be stopped for less than 15 minutes. C, if you are going to test the parking brake to make sure that it holds. Correct answer, A, if the brakes are very hot. 38. Emergency controlled braking is when you A, apply the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. B, brake as hard as you can and release the brakes when the wheels lock.
Are you looking for the ideal drone to start your flying journey? Meet the AirView drone, a drone for beginners with the most advanced technology today. This is the first aircraft to own a 360-degree infinite rotation camera, ultra-sharp 6K video recording, and a series of intelligent automatic flight features that help anyone master the sky in just a few minutes. The most breakthrough is the LiDAR obstacle avoidance sensor, technology that used to only appear on self-driving cars, now integrated into drones. Thanks to that, every flight becomes safer than ever. No more worries about crashing into walls, losing control, or losing devices in the air. You just need to enjoy the beautiful frames. All risks are...
C. Apply the hand valve as hard as you can and push the pedal. Correct answer, A. Apply the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. 39. The application pressure gauge shows you how much pressure. A, the pressure you have in the air tanks. B, the pressure you are applying on the brakes. C, the pressure you have in the modulation control valve. Correct answer, B, the pressure you are applying on the brakes. 40. The supply pressure gauge shows how much pressure A is in the air tanks. B, you have used on this trip. C, is going to the brake chamber. Correct answer, A, is in the air tanks. 41. The air compressor should stop pumping at what PSI? A, 100 PSI, B, 125 PSI, C, 150 PSI. Correct answer, B, 125 PSI. 42. Modern air brakes combine three different systems: the service, parking, and U-shaped speed brakes. A, emergency brakes. B, foot brakes. C, S-band brakes. Correct answer, A, emergency brakes. 43. The S-band. A, controls the flow of air into each brake chamber. B, pulls the brake shoes away from the drum and allowing the wheel to roll freely. C, forces the brake shoes to the drums. Correct answer, C, forces the brake shoes to the drums. 44. If your truck has a dual air system and one system is low on air pressure, A, the drums will not be fully pressurized. B, either the front or rear brakes will not be operating fully. C, the manual slack adjusters are not set properly. Correct answer, B, either the front or rear brakes will not be operating fully. 45. Excessive use of the service brakes results in overheating, which can lead to A, improper adjustment of the S-band, B, increased contact between the drum and shoes, C, expansion of the brake drum. Correct answer, C, expansion of the brake drum. 46. If your truck has a properly functioning dual air system, the pressure should build from 85 psi to 100 psi in how long? A, 30 seconds, B, 45 seconds, C, 60 seconds. Correct answer, B, 45 seconds. 47. You should know that your brakes are fading when A, you have to push harder and harder on the brake pedal to control your speed. B, the brake pedal feels spongy when pressure is applied. C, the pressure on the pedal is released and you slow down. Correct answer, A, you have to push harder and harder on the brake pedal to control your speed. 48. How should you check that your service brakes are working properly? A, park on a slight incline, drain off pressure, and check for movement. B, park on level ground, release the parking brakes, roll forward slowly, and apply the brakes using the pedal. Correct answer, B, Park on level ground. Release the parking brakes. Roll forward slowly and apply the brakes using the pedal. 49. Total stopping distance for air brakes is longer than hydraulic because A. Brake lag, B. Reaction time, C. Effective braking. Correct answer A. Brake lag 50. Excessive heat caused by using your brakes too often can cause A. Modulating control valve to wear out, B. Brake lines to plug C. Brakes to fade or fail. Correct answer C. Brakes to fade or fail. 51. If a truck or bus has ABS, it will have a orange-and-white malfunction lamp on the instrument panel. A. Red, B. Yellow. C. Green. Correct answer B. Yellow. 52. The modulating control valve allows you to operate A. The spring brake, B. The front brake, C. The amount of air pressure in the system. Correct answer A. The spring brake. 53. Cracks in the drum cannot be longer than the width of the friction area. A. 2, B. 192, C. 193. Correct answer B. 192. 54. The air brake lag at 55 minutes of 3 adds how many feet of stopping distance? A. 12 feet, B. 32 feet, C. 60 feet. Correct answer B. 32 feet.
The Mediterranean diet is the world's healthiest diet, and Factor makes it easy to eat that way every day. A true Mediterranean meal should be full of colorful fruits and veggies. At Factor, it's all about abundance. Whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats, and with the new Mediterranean-inspired options every week, you'll never get bored. Just eat, and enjoy in 2 minutes.
probably illegal.
Is exactly right.
But it just will show how quickly the Democrats will flip-flop on this issue.
Yeah, they're phonies. They're phonies. But Craig, I think Craig, you're right. And again, Craig, thank you for the lovely text you sent me yesterday too. I appreciate that. In that, yes, he's Democrats. Something bad happens, it gives them more ammunition to go up against President Trump, and that's all they really care about these days. Look, the midterms are coming up in November. I asked the president straight up, I know you're a confident guy, I know you are, but be honest, President Trump, how do you really feel about the midterms? John, you heard it. He wasn't exactly hugging him in. It was more like, well, history, Sid, as well as anybody, and the truth is that when the president is a Republican, we usually lose the House and the Senate, even if the president is doing a great job. He said, I'm doing a great job.
But once you know your problem, you can fix the problem. When you walk around like Biden did that never knew the problem, you can't fix the problem that you don't know.
I said to the president, I said, you were so good at Davos. You stood up there, you're like the boss. All these world leaders are looking at you like you're a matinee idol. Just amazing. I said, with Biden, we were just happy he didn't fall down the stairs.
I'm just happy you walked, Sid, we love you. Before you go, another big round of applause on the way out. 10 great years.
Thank you so much.
Sid, thank you. Bravo, Sid. Bravo. And you guys, now we have Professor Alan Dershowitz. There are so many big issues, as we just talked about with Minnesota. Professor Dershowitz, your thoughts, because we haven't had a chance to talk since this shooting of Alex Freddie, the protester there in Minneapolis. I want to get your thoughts on that. Go ahead.
I first want to add my congratulations to Sid for 10 years. He is one tough hombre, one tough dude. He doesn't back down. He tells you what he thinks. He is really, really great, and I love being on his show. I'm on it frequently, and we have named him King of the Juice. King of the morning juice.
Of the morning juice. Okay.
Maybe we'll try to get another one, and I'm going to compete for evening, maybe. All right. But, we'll have a nice argument. But look, what's going on in Minneapolis is a disaster for the country, and it's largely the fault of the governor, the attorney general, and the mayor of Minneapolis, who have incited people to go against ICE. It so reminds me of what happened in Alabama. When I was a college student, and I went down to the South to try to help desegregate the schools, and Governor Wallace and the others in Alabama and Mississippi were saying, no, fight against the federal government. Don't let the federal government dictate and boycott them, and, make it tough for them. And, the Constitution doesn't distinguish between what happened back in the 1950s and what's happening now. We have a supremacy clause, which means federal law prevails when there's a conflict with state law. I believe that sanctuary cities are unconstitutional. I think they're un-American. I think they violate the concept of federalism. And any city that says it will not cooperate with the federal government reminds me of what happened in the South. Can you imagine if you had sanctuary cities in 1954 in which governors would say, we're not going to help enforce desegregation? Well, they did. They tried. And Eisenhower sent down the troops, and Kennedy sent down the troops. So I don't want to see a repeat of that. I would like to see, a deal made. I think President Trump has extended an olive branch, and I hope Governor Walz accepts that, and both sides de-escalate, and the people in Minnesota start actively helping ICE enforce the law, and they're not doing that at the moment. And until they do, there's going to be more conflict and crisis.
And Professor, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I was a little more optimistic 24 hours ago, but in the last little bit, you see these comments from Walz, and he's talking about retribution by the federal government. I mean, maybe he's saying one thing to Holman, but he's putting out another thing publicly.
Well, can you imagine Walz being one heartbeat away from the presidency? Wow.
I know. How scary is that?
Awful. Just awful. On the day before Holocaust Remembrance Day, he compares what's going on in Minneapolis to the Holocaust, and compares
Anne Frank, who died and had to hide for years to illegal aliens. I mean, Anne Frank was 14, 15 years old. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do anything illegal. They hunted her down like an animal and put her in a concentration camp where she died. How dare Governor Walz make any comparison between that and the gas chamber murders of 6 million babies and children and women? What an obscene comparison for a governor of a state to make. And where's the mayor rebutting that? The Jewish mayor of Minneapolis should be standing up and saying, wait, Mr. Governor, don't make those kinds of comparisons. But he's doing it, and I think he's really part of the problem, and thank God he's not vice president.
Yeah, by the way, you probably saw the Holocaust Museum scolded Walz publicly and said, how dare you make that comparison? Like, don't trivialize.
Made it as well.
I agree.
They've called ICE agents Gestapo, Nazi. That trivializes the Holocaust. These are not Gestapo agents. Gestapo people just mowed people down, brought them into death camps. No, you can't use analogies from the Holocaust against decent Americans who are simply trying to enforce the law. And we keep forgetting that, President Obama deported more people, President Biden, President Clinton. We all are in the same situation together when we want to make sure that people who are in this country improperly, and particularly those who committed crimes, are legitimately and legally deported. And why the people of Minnesota and the law enforcement authority, especially the Attorney General, doesn't cooperate with law enforcement trying to protect the people of Minnesota from criminals who are here illegally. I just have never understood.
Alan, I'll tell you, what I see from the outside is very simple. There was a $9 billion assault on our country, okay? A robbery. It was a robbery by the Somalian community. $9 billion.
That may be the tip of the iceberg.
No, but wait a minute. Walz, Fry, and all these people were involved, and they were going to be investigated, right? So all of a sudden, these protests come out and take over the headlines. So they think that these protests are going to hide the $9 billion that are being investigated. So, they're bringing up all these protests, all these arguments and all of this basically to cover up the $9 billion problems that they're having.
But look, nobody is condemning legitimate, reasonable, peaceful disagreements and protests. If you don't agree with the policies of the United States government, you have a right under the First Amendment to disagree with them. But what you don't have a right to do is to interfere with the operation of the law. If you don't like the way the law is being enforced, go to court. And they did go to court, and they lost. And the federal judge said, look, I have no authority to tell the federal government not to enforce the law. And so this ought to be in the courts, not in the streets. And if it's going to be in the streets, it has to be lawful. And by the way, lawful also includes when ICE is knocked a woman down. Let's assume they did it improperly. You still don't go and interfere with a law enforcement activity. And that's what happened. And the other hypocrisy, every liberal I know, every anti-gun liberal now suddenly is a Second Amendment nut. They're all saying, oh my God, this guy, he had the right to have a gun, he had the right to have a magazine, he had the right to bring the gun to a demonstration.
A paid political announcement.
Yeah.
Professor, we're out of time. Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for your wisdom.
Thank you so much for having me.
And let's take that break, and when we come back, we're going to go to Texas.
The most respected voice.
And this is interesting.
Oh my goodness. Last time I checked, this is America. Yeah, get out now. Work together for common and hash things out between the two of them.
So much serious news out there. The best lineup in talk radio. There's no two ways about it.
There's more to this story than we know.
So I want to hear about it now.
What's going on here?
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation honors America's heroes. Heroes like Josh Bishop. Josh began his firefighting career as a volunteer and ultimately became Cal Fire Fire's Assistant Chief of Tactical Air Operations until tragedy struck and he was killed in a helicopter collision while fighting a California wildfire. He leaves behind his wife Cheryl and their 2 children, Derek and Juliana. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation pays the Bischoff family's mortgage. Support heroes like Josh and their families. Donate $11 a month and amplify your impact by donating your car or land. Go to T2T.org.
This is Sid and Friends in the Morning. 60 seconds.
Hey, it's Sid. Here's what you missed on the show. Where were you? The greatest president ever, Donald J. Trump.
I think he's got concepts that really haven't worked over the last 10,000 years.
My friend Sean Hannity. 7 successful, unbelievable years. I can't believe it. Congratulations.
The great Lara Trump.
Happy anniversary. Keep spitting the truth out there to people, Sid, because we all need to hear it.
Charles McCoy.
Congratulations on your 10th freaking anniversary. I cannot believe it.
John and Margot Katzmatidis.
I happen to love the radio station as well as John does.
I watch the WNBC and I didn't give a shit.
Sid and Friends in the Morning. Listen anytime. 77 WABCRadio.com and the 77 WABC app. A common sense recap of the day's biggest stories. It's John Katzmatidis and Rita Cosby. Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
Stars at night, big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
I love that song.
It's the best. You can never go wrong when you go deep to the heart of Texas.
President Trump was upset that they allowed the New York
Okay,
to go to Texas.
See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Peace and love. See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Peace
Let's
and
go
love.
to Congressman Brandon Gill about that, and also obviously all the
Thank
stuff
you.
that's happening on
See you
Capitol
tomorrow.
Hill
Peace and love.
for
Peace and
ICE
love.
funding.
Tomato.
Take it away, Congressman.